welcome to this week's Funnel Forging. My name is Tamara, and I am your weekly host here at the Funnel Forging Call with Sales Process. I hope everyone is having a good start to their week. We are going to be talking about SEO today, search engine optimization, and the blog feature inside of your sales process account. Is there anyone here who currently uses the blog feature in sales process or has a blog hosted somewhere else? Just let me know in the chat or feel free to come off of mute and you can let me know. I'm going to get my screen set up here and bring up sales process. And we're going to dive into blogging. Christine, you're brand new. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today we are going to walk through the blogging feature. And we're going to actually focus on what is known as SEO, search engine optimization. And we're going to take a look at where are the areas in the blog site itself, and then inside of a blog post that you can use to optimize search engine optimization. Now, search engine optimization, or SEO, is not something that you can just teach in an hour. It is a very extensive topic. There are lots of nuances and intricacies to SEO, and I am the first one to admit I'm not an SEO expert. But what I want to show you today is just where you can optimize your SEO inside of your sales process. So search engine optimization is all about setting up your blog so that it's easily scannable by search engines. It is easily readable, and it has the content on it that your users are looking for, right? So there is research that has to be done in the front end of any sort of SEO strategy. You have to do what is called keyword research. And there are a bunch of different tools out there that you can use, but the one that I have used in the past and that I like is keyword research and it's just free. It's a free Chrome extension that you can add to Chrome. And what this does is it will tell you how likely a word or a phrase that you use in your blog is going to help you rank in a Google search. So it's all about numbers. It's all about how popular is the topic that you're talking about. What are the other big creators in your industry? What are they using in their blogs to rank in those searches? So it's about all of this nuance that you kind of have to pull together and sort of find your own little sort of blue ocean inside of all of that will help you stand out. So it's understanding your audience. What are they looking for when they jump on Google or when they jump on a search engine? What are they typing into the search bar to try and find the solution to their problem, right? And it's understanding what are the words that they're using and what are the key phrases that they're using to look for solutions for that problem. That's the words and the key phrases that you're going to use to write blog posts. Because when people are doing those searches on Google or wherever, then your content will come up if you are ranked high enough, right? So how do we structure a blog post inside a sales process? How do we optimize our blog with images. How do we optimize the images to be SEO searchable? So that's what we're going to dive into today inside of your sales process account. So you guys can follow along with me so that you can see where we're going to go and do all of this fun stuff. I'm going to pull up my demo account and then I'll share my screen and we will dive into blogs. Okay. So this is my demo account here that I have with Sales Process. And what we're going to be focusing on is in this section on the left-hand side, we're going to go to Sites. We're clicking on Sites, and up here at the top, you're going to see Blogs. And that's where we're going to go first. Now, if you don't currently have a blog set up with Sales Process, we have tutorials that'll walk you through how to do that. What we're going to focus on here is we're going to focus on, you can have as many different blog sites as you want. You can see here that I have 2 that have been created in this demo account here. And you can create more than that. But what we want to do is we want to take a look at the site and we want to edit it for SEO. Okay. So if I click on this, what I see here is my site. And when I click on these 3 dots, you're going to see here, change blog post SEO details. So this here is my amazing blog. This is a blog post. Okay. Now, if I want to, the first thing I should do is SEO optimize my blog site. And then every time I post a blog post on my blog site, I'm going to want to SEO optimize each post as well. So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at the places inside of your blog site that you can optimize for SEO. So when I have my blog site open like this, I'm going to come over here to settings. And in here is where I am going to be able to set up my blog for success on a search engine. Now, blog meta description is the first area that I want to make sure that I'm putting in a description in there that is optimized for search engine optimization. So let's say that my blog is about business and marketing, okay? So, and what are some of the solutions that my business might provide? So maybe it's about social media marketing. Maybe I sell education around how to market your business on social media. Now you have to take into consideration, you only get 100 characters here, right? So it doesn't give you a whole lot of room. But what I like to do is I like to go to ChatGPT and I like to say to ChatGPT, let me just bring that up. And I will log in here to my account. And what I'll say to ChatGPT is, let me get logged in here. Okay. So what I would say here is using 100 characters maximum, write an SEO optimized blog site description for my marketing agency that focuses on social media, if I can spell, education and training for small business owners. Okay, so then it's going to take into consideration that I only have 100 characters. I don't have to worry about, do I have to count this out? So it's going to write this out here. And it takes a second to just sort of go through. Okay. Here's the statement or description that I can use. Small business, big results. Social media marketing, education, and training for savvy owners. So I can copy this and place this in here. And you know what? I even have room for savvy business owners. There we go. And I can update that. Now, some of the key words in here that people are going to be using is like training or social media marketing, right? Social media education. Those might be some of the words or key phrases that they're using to look for somebody to help them with that. And so I would create this description that uses those SEO words in the description. Okay, does that make sense? All right, and then here, this is all code. This is extra like head tracking code, body tracking code for Google Analytics or your Facebook pixel. That's what you would do here, right? Is you would put those pixels in this section here so that there's tracking on anybody who visits your blog site. And then you can retarget those people with Facebook ads or Google ads. And that's where you would put those codes there. Okay. So this is the this is the section here that we want to focus on. It is the blog meta description for your site. Okay. So that's really the only place within your blog site that you can optimize for SEO. Now we're going to go back and we're going to take a look at the actual blog post. So this is a blog post. And as I mentioned here, if you click on these three dots after the blog post is created, you have the change blog post SEO details. So you can go in here, and when you first create a blog post, this is the screen that pops up that you have to fill in. Now, the title should definitely be definitely have SEO words in it or a phrase in it that is going to help it rank inside of a Google search. So for social media marketing, what I could do is come back here to ChatGPT and I could say, what would be a SEO optimized blog post topic for my social media marketing agency? And I'll ask ChatGPT that. And it's going through and thinking about different topics. And it says 10 proven social media strategies for every small business owner. All right. And I think to skyrocket sales, I kind of like that. That's good. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to put that in my title. Now you'll notice in the title, it's got a lot of the keywords, right? Social media strategies, skyrocket sales, right? I could even change this instead of skyrocket to increase, because maybe a business owner is searching on Google, how can I increase my sales using social media, right? And so by using these words, and you don't ever want to get too fancy, because I know when I go to Google search to look something up, I don't necessarily use the word skyrocket, right? Like that's not something that you usually use. So I would be looking for something like increased sales. So that's why I changed that word out. Now here, you can upload a cover image for your blog post. And it is mandatory that you put in alt text for your image. Now, alt text is an accessibility feature for your blog post, which means that if someone is blind and they will have like screen readers that they use, and the screen reader will read off the alt text of the photo or the image. So it gives that person who is reading the article a description of what the image was that was used. So here I might put in here large group of, I could say small business owners, right? And posing for a group picture at a marketing event. Okay. And so this is what the screen reader will read off when somebody who has the screen reader, if they're blind and they can't see, that's what it would be. And then again, this is going to be the post description. This is also very important that you want to write, you want to use up that space. So I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and I'm going to say, okay, now write a blog post description that is SEO optimized for this blog post. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but ChatGPT has changed my life, because when I used to have to write blog posts before, I would stare at this blank screen and I would just be paralyzed. Like I didn't even know where to start. Okay. And so now I just come to ChatGPT, and of course I don't always take it word for word. You edit it a little bit, but here it is. It's written me a description: unlock 10 proven social media strategies to, and again, I'd change skyrocket to probably to increase your small biz sales, expert insights, actionable tips, and a no fluff guide to boost your online presence. So that's a really good description about what my blog post is going to be about, right? And I'm going to change out the skyrocket again, because that people don't go to a Google search and go, how do I skyrocket my sales for my small business, right? They just don't use that word. So you have to use words that your audience uses, okay? And here you have a maximum of 250 characters, but there's a tip here that's saying it's best to use a description between 100 characters and 250 characters. So you don't want it to be less than 100 characters, because then it won't be as powerful, and it shouldn't be more than 250 characters. Okay. So now we have SEO optimized the blog post, just like the very bare minimum of it. Okay. So we've SEO optimized the post description. We've switched out the title to include keywords that our audience is using. And we've also ensured that the alt text is a complete sentence and a valid description of the image that we're using in our blog post. Okay, so now we're going to update our blog post. There we go. And now let's open the blog post and let's take a look at what that looks like on the screen. Now, this was a demonstration post that I did when we first were going through blog posts. But let's say this is my blog post image. Try and make Peng Joon look a little bit more oops. Let's shut that off. There we go. Okay, so now what I want to do is this is just like a text editor, okay? So when I'm thinking about blog posts, I like to use a format that is a template that uses H1 tags, which are heading 1 tags, heading 2 tags, heading 3 tags, right? Those are all important to format for your blog post for SEO optimization. And it's important that we make it so that it's really easy to read. So if you think about a blog post and if you just have a big chunk of text, let's just quickly ask ChatGPT, okay, now write a 1,500 to 2,000 word blog post on this topic. Okay, so it's going to take some time. It's going to go ahead and it's going to write this blog post. And I just want you to think about when you see blog posts out on the internet, how they're sort of formatted. If it was just a big chunk of text, it would make it really hard to read, right? But even this, ChatGPT even knows, like, you need your big headline. You need text to be organized in a fashion that makes it easy for people to skim and read. So I can go through and I'm like, okay, know your audience like you know your Netflix queue. And I can decide, do I want to read this? Maybe that doesn't pertain to me. Consistent branding is your BFF. Content is king, but engagement is queen. How to rule the content kingdom. Like, so you want to think about your outline, right? And this works very, very well because it has, here's your H1 tag. That's your heading 1. This would be your H2 tag. This would be an H3 tag, and these are bullet points, right? So this is all very nicely formatted for a blog post, and search engines like formatting like this because it makes it easy to crawl the article, to find out exactly what it's about, and to categorize the content as to where it belongs in search engines, right? So it makes it very easy for search engines to read it, categorize it, and allow it to be found on search engines when you format it in this fashion. So that's something to keep in mind when you're formatting your blog post. So we're going to copy this, okay? And we're going to go and we're going to paste that underneath our blog article here, or our picture. Okay. Now this picture is not probably optimized the best. Let me see if I can center it. Let's see here. There we go. That's better. So that's my image there. And then I have my format like this. So I want to be sure. Here I have my heading 1. I've put my cursor into this section. This is my heading 1 tag for the blog article. That's good. We want those, okay? If I go down here, this is a heading 2 tag. I can see that because here, right? And then here, this is a heading 3 tag. And we want those because when Google crawls your article, it's looking for those things so that it knows that your content's organized and easy to read. So then you want to make sure that this formatting follows all the way through to the bottom of your search end, or to the bottom of your blog post, okay? And of course, your blog post wants to have, you should always have a call to action in your blog post. Include links to outside sources, include links to any kind of statistics maybe that you found that belong in the article as well. And your call to action should either take them to a lead magnet or take them to book a call with you, take them to follow you on social media, something like that. Something that you want to add in there, right? And so this is what an SEO optimized blog post looks like. It is not just a big chunk of text. It's a very well formatted, organized article. Any questions so far on blog posts or SEO optimization? John, do
Where
you,
do we edit the homepage banner and all of that? Like, is that is that a separate thing, or this just comes like that?
what do you mean the homepage?
The layout of all the blog posts together, my heading and all that.
Oh, okay. That's actually on your blog site. So this is a blog post.
Hmm.
Okay. And so we're going to update that. This is a blog post. And if we go back, this is your blog site. Now let's go. I can't see. So blog site is right here. This is what your site looks like. So your site has the blog post element in it, and that's what pulls in your blog posts, right? So if we go and preview this, it's confusing because this element is dynamic. And what that means is that it's going to pull in any post that you attach to the site, but it's always going to show these pictures when you're in the builder. But if we go and look at what this actually looks like when somebody lands on our page, this is what they're going to see. They're going to see 10 proven social media strategies every small business owner needs to increase sales, right? That's that blog post that we just created. So it looks very different from the builder, but this is a dynamic element that pulls in any blog posts that were created and attached to the site. So what you are going to want to do when you set up your blog site, you're going to want it to mimic your website, right? You're going to want it to have a website. Let's see if we have any global sections I can pull in or templates. Demo pricing. No. Okay. So I'll quickly show you what I would do here if I had to recreate this. So here I would add in a section, full width, and I would move this section to the top. And this here, I would put in I would add in a 2-column row, and I'm going to have my website navigation here. And so I want this, actually, you know what, I'll do this. Here is, I would mimic this to look like it was part of my website. Okay. So I would mimic it to have the same header at the top, to have the same navigation menu at the top. And I would add in here, so if I'm in my navigation menu, I want to add in blog, right? New menu, and that's going to be blog. And then I would go to step blog. Okay. So then this would mimic the same as your website. It would be the same. So you could add in your logo up here if you wanted. You could put in your, whatever your logo is. Let's see if we can find some. I don't
Can
know
I
if I
ask
have. Yeah.
a clarifying question? Because I've always tried to figure this out.
Yep.
So we create this blog, right?
Yes.
Where does that go? Like, I mean, is You know, I mean, I know people write blogs all the time, but is there like a main frame that's picking this up, or is it just a blog platform? And then obviously we put it out there. But when people are looking, does our SEO, when they're searching for things, does it pull ours up, or how does that blog work? Because I've never kind of, do you understand my question or my confusion?
Well, it works like any other website, Jodine. So it's basically part of your website, right? So you want to include it when you submit your website and website pages to Google search, right? You want to submit that. So when you submit your website, you don't always have to submit your website. By submitting your website to Google Search Console, all you're doing is you are hastening the speed at which your website can start ranking on Google, because it can take up to 6 months for Google's web crawlers to find your website
So
when it's brand new, right?
how do we do that?
How do you submit it to Google Search
Yeah.
Console? You have to open up a Google Search Console account, just using your Google account. There's tons of YouTube videos on it. You can check on YouTube how to do it. We don't have a training for it because it's outside of the sales process software. But
Okay. Well, you know, I mean, because like this website or the store that I'm doing, like I'm not doing, it's the website's not posted anywhere. We haven't told anybody about it, but we're getting people, you know, they're finding us. And I know it's through the SEO. So then when you were talking about the blog, because that's one of the things I've encouraged him to do is, you know, let's create a blog for you so that you get ranked up higher. But I don't know that we're going to need to, because at this point we're getting picked up left and right already.
You definitely want to set up Google Analytics then, because you want to find out where's your traffic coming from. Where's that organic, where are those people finding you, right?
And just YouTube that then?
Yes. Yes.
Will you type that in? Because I'm not by my paper right now. So I can just copy and paste so I know what because I'll forget.
Okay, sure.
It's been one of those days. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to take everybody down the rabbit hole there. Hopefully.
And Christine, I see your question. Do I need to have a blog post or a blog for this post, or can it be random? So your blog site has to be created first, and that's where your blog posts live. That's where they live on. So you need both. Otherwise your blog post has nowhere to live, if that makes sense. So you have to have a site first, and then the blog posts live on the site. Okay. John, did I answer your question about the website? Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
All right.
I saw a lot of templates on the website section of sales process. Can we use those templates here for the blogs?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, you can. Okay.
Also, I have a website, I have a blog. Can I just like have a blog section on my website and continue there and not come to this blog section here instead
So
of
that's the old way to do it.
Mhm.
If you build your blog inside of your website, like if you go here, and you may notice that, let's see, does this one have a blog page on it? Some of the templates have a blog page on it. And let's just see. That one doesn't, because it's a store. Okay, yeah, these are all stores. But some of the websites have a blog page on them. So when you go into your website, you'll see here, contact, link in bio, and then you'll have a blog page. The problem is is that there was no way to SEO optimize the blog the way you could in WordPress. And so WordPress was sort of the Cadillac of blog building, because they had all of these places that you could SEO optimize, and you could make sure that your links were set up properly. You could optimize your links, you could optimize your descriptions, you could optimize your photos, but you couldn't do that in this builder. That is why Sales Process moved to this blog site feature, where you have a blog site that hosts your blog posts.
So is the blog section powered by WordPress kinds?
No, it's not.
Mhm.
But what they've done is they rebuilt, or they built this to be so that you had the ability to create or to optimize it for SEO, which you couldn't do on just a regular website page. Okay.
Thanks.
Yes.
Thanks.
So what you do here is, if you have your website and you want it to connect to your blog, then what you have to do is you come here and you go to your blog, and let's get, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. One second. If I go to blogs and settings, that's what I want. Okay. So what I do here is I have to set this up on a domain, my blog site. I set it up on a domain. Then this is the link that I copy, and I add this link to my navigation menu on my website. So I'm going to copy this, if I can get it. There we go. And I'm going to update that. Then I'm going to go back to my website, and I'm going to add it to the navigation menu in there. So let's just go in here. Let's go up here. And I go to my navigation menu, and I want to add a blog section, right? So under my About Us, I have a blog. See how it has a drop down? It's not very pretty, but it does have a blog there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to the blog section of my navigation menu. I'm going to go in and click in there, and I'm going to put in that link from my blog site. So now when I save this, and I will connect a domain to it, and I'll publish that. Now, if I go to my website and I go to About Us, I go to blog, it's going to take me, oh, it's not going to take me. It should have taken me to my blog site, but I'll see what happened here is that probably my domain needs to be.
Did you
I have to
publish
go
it?
into do. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Just one sec. Let me check in my domains here. I go and I edit, and that one. Save. And then I just have to.
Wasn't there something that we were supposed to do extra on the domain for a blog? Did you cover that already, or is that not what? Am I off? I thought there was something to do with the domain that we had to like do a sub or something.
Nope. We just connected the blog to a domain.
Okay.
Here. So we're good. If we go into the settings, you can see it. Okay. So now we should be able to go to the website, and I'm gonna refresh this. That's not gonna work because I have to go back. Website, go here. I will publish it just in case it didn't publish the first time. And I'll go here. And then I should be able to get to the blog. No, it's still giving me a 404. So something's not connected right. But see. Oh yeah, because I have two blogs, two blog links. That's why. So I have to change this to, I have to copy this link to put in there because it was a duplicate link. So I'll just copy this. That's not a very pretty blog link, but we'll use it for now. And we'll go back to the website and change that out. But that's how you hook your blog to your website, is through the navigation menu by grabbing the site link, and we'll go here and we'll change it. See how it just says /blog? I must have another demo blog site, blog link somewhere that was, and then I'll publish it and that should work. All right, we'll try that again. And there we go. There's my blog. It's not very pretty, but you see what you get what I'm after, right? So then if I click on the blog, here is my cover photo, my photo of Peng Joon, and then my big blog article that we wrote. Okay. Any questions about the places that you can go and optimize for search engines for blogs or the blog site? Any questions about that?
If there is a call to action on the blog post that we put, we ask people to click and send us details kinds. Can we add our forms there
Yeah,
on blogs also?
absolutely. Yeah, you sure can. So if we go to blog, our blog post, we can add a link down here that says, you know, sign up for our and then you can link this to a form.
Oh, like
So
that.
just create a link here and put in the link to your form here.
Done.
Right?
We cannot bring the form here, right? Like we do on landing pages.
No. Well, hold on a second. Let's see. Let's try it. If we insert custom code, we could embed the form here. Let's go get a form embed code and let's try it. Let's cancel. I want to save this first. Let's go get a form. And we'll just grab the most recent one. So to find your form, and you just go to integrate, and here is where you get your copy your embed code or copy your form link. Okay, so you can grab the link and hyperlink it in a Word, or we're going to do a test and see if we can embed the code right into the blog post. We're going to go here. And let's see if we can embed it right at the bottom. And then we're going to update it. And then let's see if we can preview it. There she be.
Wow, awesome.
There we go. So you just have to embed it in.
Mm-mm.
Okay. And so here is the code editor. That insert custom code is right there. Just put that anywhere you want it. And then you can just insert the embed code in it. And then you can put a form right in your blog post. Any other questions?
I have a problem with my domain, Tamara.
Yes.
It's johnpradeepjl.com. When I type it on the search bar or the browser, it gives me a 404. But when I copy it from my site and paste it, it gives me the site.
Okay, hold on a sec. What is it? John.
pradeepjl.com. My name on Zoom.
Okay.
Huh? You got it? It's not loading for B then.
It's not loading for you.
Yeah.
Are you putting in www.john? No, you're not.
No.
Can you show me what you're doing? I'll stop sharing my screen. You share your screen. Let's see.
Sure.
When was the last time he cleaned his cookies in Cache?
I think I should. I'm sending a request for sharing.
Oh, yes. Sorry. I always forget I have to.
I think I should clear cookies once and for all but I have a lot of passwords saved, so I'm scared of clearing cookies.
I know, me too. I hate it when I have to clear my cookies because then there go my passwords, right?
No, you
This is
don't.
what.
No, you never have to clear your passwords. Go to
Oh.
advanced and you just don't click the one where it says passwords. I have like 600 of them.
Okay.
There's no way I would ever do that.
Okay. Then I'll try that today.
See, you have www in front of it. That's the problem, John. So we have to go in forward. If you go to the end,
Oh, this
see
one.
how it's putting in www.
Okay.
So if you just
Oh,
put
that's because of the
in,
cookies then. Yeah, it's picking up automatically because of the cookies, I think. No?
yeah, but we need to fix your www so it works.
Within sales process itself.
Yes, let's go to your domains.
Domains.
So settings at the bottom. Yep. And we'll go to domains. Let me just see. Scroll.
That's it.
We don't have one set up. You don't have a forwarding one for this. Okay, so we're gonna go scroll up to the top. And just close that pink bar at the top there. Scroll up to the top. There we go. Okay, we're gonna connect a domain.
Okay.
Put in www. John. Yep. .com and click continue. And toggle this off here because we already have it inside, and then just click continue.
I thought we were supposed to remove this. I manually removed this.
Okay, so this is going to want you to log into your GoDaddy account.
It's logged in.
Okay, perfect. And it's just going to add a CNAME record to your account.
Okay.
Click connect. Yep. And close. And just click try again.
And I just leave it there, is it?
Well, we're going to forward it. So we're gonna do a URL redirect. Just click
Okay.
proceed to finish. And then
Okay.
we're gonna set up a URL redirect so that it goes to to this one here.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. So let's go to URL redirect. It's over on the left-hand side underneath domains.
Okay.
Yep. And we're going to add a redirect. And you're going to put in that. Yep. And you're just going to put in / star, which is the 8, the symbol above the 8, the number 8.
Yeah.
And then that's URL is right. Yeah. Just put URL in there.
Oh, URL. Okay.
Yep. And then put in HTTPS / and then your domain, just without the www. Yep. And then click add redirect. There you go, sir.
Nice. Okay.
Now it should work. So let's see. Oh, it still doesn't like it.
Maybe clearing cache.
You might need to, John, because yeah.
Okay.
Now that that's set up and you have your forwarding on, it should work for you.
The other thing too is sometimes you have to log all the way out of sales process, I've seen, and then log back in, and then all the URLs work. It's kind of like it has to almost reset.
Right. Okay.
I don't know if that, I mean, I've found that maybe it just takes time, and by the time I get logged back in, it's ready, but I found that kind of, I've seen that a couple times.
It's the same on an incognito also.
You're still getting the 404.
On incognito mode also.
Okay. Try clearing your cache. I'm going to jump into your account. I'm going to do one thing in there, okay?
Okay. Clearing cache.
If you go under advanced, it'll say passwords down at the bottom. Just make sure that's not on.
Done. Okay.
Did that work for you, John?
I'm deleting now.
Okay. I'm just going to go over the homework for tonight or for today for the blog post. So all you have to do for your homework tonight to get in or to get a entry into the Facebook contest that we have in the Facebook group is, let me just share my screen. We are going to go to your blog posts. And here you just need to create a blog post and have it so that it's shown in this format. And you can easily do this by using ChatGPT. I'm not asking you to write a blog post from scratch. Please do what I did tonight. Like, you can have this done in under 5 minutes, okay? I'm not even going to read the blog post. All I just want to see is that you have it formatted in a way that is SEO optimized. And by that, I mean where you have your H1 tags, you have your H2 tag, your H3 tags. And then you have your bullet lists, right? Make it super easy for the web crawlers that Google uses to scan your page and know exactly what your content's about, where it needs to go in the search engine categories, right? That's what we're trying to do, is make it super easy for Google to figure out where this content belongs. And that's why you structure it in this way. And then all you need to do is just show me or take a photo, a screenshot of your blog post. That's it. And then you can post it in the Facebook group with the hashtag sales process wins, and you will be entered into the February contest, which I cannot believe this is the last week of February. This is your last week to get all of your entries in for the February contest.
Holy crap.
And next month is the live event in Malaysia. I cannot even believe that it's already here. It has felt like it's been forever ago, and now it's right around the corner.
Are you going to the live?
I'm not. No. I'm having a lot of FOMO this week because Peng Joon is actually speaking at a live event in Dubai this week. And then he has his Malaysia event in March, and I can't go to either one of those. So I was very having a lot of FOMO this week.
Bummer.
Yes. Yes. So, any questions, guys? Any questions at all? Anything that's keeping you stuck in sales process that you're just like, I am feeling like I'm going to pull my hair out. What do I need to do here? How do I fix this?
Did you see my message?
I haven't even checked my sales process email yet, Jodine. I will do that right after the class. Did you get it figured?
No, I sent you a private one here too.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, awesome, John. That's great. John, you're going to Malaysia? Oh, I want to go.
Yeah.
Do you have room in your suitcase for me? Okay. Oh, Jodine, that you were on with a Zoom for 6 hours? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah,
And
we can have a look at it.
When are you going to do the class for everybody to teach them on the store?
I already did it last week on Thursday.
And I missed it?
You missed it. It was on February 20th.
Crap. Because there's a couple of things that are weird. So I want to see if you have that too. So if there's any way that we could carve out ASAP, because like the guy's like getting calls. So here's the thing. I turned it off because we didn't have the shipping. And the guy called me. He goes, why are people calling me about the website? I said, what do you mean? Why are people calling you? He goes, it keeps like, they're finding it on the web, but it's turned off. I have it in draft mode. And so it keeps pulling up, but it doesn't allow them to purchase anything. And,
okay.
But they can see his phone number. So then they called him and said, hey, we want to place an order. And I'm like, look, I'm trying to get the shipping
fixed. Yeah.
So, and then,
okay.
Then I was told to also, because there's some duplication and you can't delete those pages. And so I was told to redo the page. And so there's just some funky things there too, because it's not putting the home page at the front of that funnel. So if you go into my account, you can see that.
Okay. Well, I will, I'll wrap this up then, Jodine, and you and I can take a look at that. Okay. After.
Sounds good. I'll go up to my computer right now.
Okay. Any other questions, guys? Christine, I see your question here. Can you suggest which domain site to use? Okay. So if you want to purchase a domain, is that what you mean? Yes. Okay. I love GoDaddy or Cloudflare because they connect automatically with sales process. So purchase your domains from either Cloudflare or GoDaddy. Okay? Yeah, awesome.
Namecheap also works really well. They connect.
But they don't, it's not automatic with sales process. That's why I always like those.
Are you
I like
sure?
GoDaddy. Yeah, they don't it's not automatic.
Huh. Must have been easy enough for me to figure out.
Yeah, you just have to add the records manually, that's all. And it's not that it's hard. It's just that I like Cloudflare and GoDaddy because they set the records up for you automatically. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me today for the Funnel Forging call this week. Like I said, I can't believe it's the end of February. This is our last week to get your entries in and win those tickets to the live event that's happening in Malaysia in March. And also some other amazing prizes like some one-on-one time with Peng Jun or one-on-one time with Marcus, the ads genius. So make sure you get your homework in the Facebook group. And we will see you on Thursday for the CRM Connect call. You guys have a great rest of your week, okay? Jodine, you and I will stay on and we'll tackle your issue here.
Sounds good. You're going to see me. See you guys.
Bye.
I'll connect on my computer. You'll see it coming on.
Okay, sure. Sounds good. I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to bring up your account too because I remember your internet's really slow, isn't it, Jodine?
Sometimes it can be, yeah.
Okay, let me bring up your stuff here. Yeah, so there's definitely some room for improvement for the e-com store. It's not perfect for sure.
Yeah, and I totally understand that. I'm trying to join on sales on my computer. So if you see that.
Okay, yeah, I'm admitting you now.
Okay.
And I'm just going to stop the recording here.